Hello, friends. Welcome to the show. Today's story is about a woman who has to make a difficult decision about her marriage. My name is Betty Wilson. I'm 32, and for most of my life, I thought I knew exactly who I was. I grew up in a small, quiet town where life was predictable and safe. I married my high school sweetheart, John, and from the outside, our lives looked perfect. Nearly 10 years of marriage, a nice house, good jobs, even plans for children. But beneath the surface, something was missing, something I couldn't quite name. Then there was Sarah. She's been my best friend for as long as I can remember. 2 years younger, always brimming with energy and laughter. Where I chose stability, she chose freedom. She traveled, chased adventures, and never apologized for who she was. Despite our differences, we were inseparable. Then one night changed everything. It happened on a Friday. John was away on a work trip, and the house felt too quiet. Sarah called and suggested a movie night, just the two of us. By 8 she was at my door, smiling like always, wine in hand. I was in sweatpants and a loose shirt. She teased me about not trying, and we laughed it off. We curled up on the couch under blankets, the glow of the TV painting shadows across her face. As the night went on, the wine flowed, and so did the conversation. Childhood stories, secrets, confessions. Sarah always made me feel safe, like I could tell her anything. At some point, she moved closer, her head resting on my shoulder. I didn't mind. It felt comforting. Then she whispered, "Do you ever feel like something's missing in your life?" Her question caught me off guard. When I turned, our faces were inches apart. Her eyes searched mine, and before I could process it, she leaned in and kissed me. For a second, I froze. This was Sarah, my best friend. But I didn't pull away. Instead, I let myself feel it. The tenderness, the warmth, the way her hand brushed my face. It wasn't like anything I had experienced before. It felt real. When she pulled back, she looked terrified. She apologized, saying she shouldn't have done it, but confessed she'd cared for me for years, more than she should. I couldn't find the words, but I couldn't deny the truth either. Something inside me had shifted. The days that followed were unbearable. I avoided her calls, replayed the kiss endlessly in my head, and felt a restless ache when she didn't reach out again. When Sarah finally texted, asking me to join her at the zoo, I went. Nervous, heart racing, I found myself staring at her more than the animals. Eventually, we sat on a bench and she confessed the truth. She had loved me since high school. She had buried it, watched me marry John, and tried to be just my friend. But that night, she couldn't hold it in anymore. Her words broke something open inside me. Before I knew it, I kissed her back. Soft at first, then deeper, until neither of us could deny it. That night, when we ended up in each other's arms, it felt raw, overwhelming, and achingly tender. And yet, guilt followed quickly. When John returned, I could barely look at him. Every word, every touch felt like a lie. Eventually, he noticed. He confronted me one evening, asking if I was seeing someone else. I denied it at first, but the truth weighed too heavily. Through tears, I admitted it. I had feelings for Sarah, that Sarah and I had crossed a line I couldn't undo. The devastation on his face was unbearable. He demanded to know if I was throwing away our marriage for her. I didn't know how to answer, only that I couldn't pretend anymore. He told me if I walked out, I shouldn't come back. So I left. That night, I went straight to Sarah, and when she opened the door, I broke down. For the first time in weeks, I felt peace in her arms. The months that followed weren't easy. I grieved what I'd lost, and I wrestled with guilt. But every time I looked at Sarah, I knew I couldn't go back to living a lie. With her, life felt terrifying and exhilarating all at once, like stepping off the edge of a cliff, but knowing I wasn't falling alone. Now, as I sit on the porch of our new home with Sarah beside me, I still think about John. I regret the pain I caused him, but I don't regret choosing truth over silence. Now I want to hear from you. Would you have left a marriage for a love you never expected? Or would you have stayed and tried to keep pretending? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories. Thank you for watching.